Alright, so here's the plan. We're just gonna go get this lift in. It's gonna be leg day with deadlifts to start. And yeah, usually I don't do deadlifts to start my leg day. So I'm not against it. It's just not usually what I do. But just the way it worked out this week. So we're gonna start with some heavy deadlift and then go right into an awesome leg day. I'll see you in there. We're gonna go for 445 for the goal is 8. That was beyond disappointing. It's my right side that feels really unstable. So there's no two ways about it. Failures suck. Especially like when you only get half of what you're expecting. There's multiple ways to deal with it. But I'm going to show you kind of how I pivot. If something goes completely not to plan and yeah, you find yourself just pissed off at what happened, instead of like completely giving up on the day or the lift or the movement, I like to pivot. So find something that you can do that is completely different and that you can find small achievements in. So in this example, I was supposed to do a deadlift and leg day. My right leg feels weak as hell and unstable, and that's my fault. It's not an injury or anything. It's just I didn't properly I didn't give myself enough rest, and yeah, I'm not eating enough, I don't think, for how much I'm demanding from my body. Yeah, so like to give you a little perspective, when I say I'm not eating enough, I'm on my feet all day when I'm working, and I haven't completely figured out the diet yet so that I can put on weight while I'm working. I'm able to maintain fine, but building is tough. So yeah, it's a work in progress, and today was a slap in the face for that. I thought, oh yeah, maybe I don't feel my strongest today, but I'm not sore, so I think I can do this. Clearly I couldn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try some handstands, which have gotten substantially better just by doing 6 days in a row. So today is number 7 a week. I'm going to go ahead and make a reel. Hopefully you've checked it out already. If not, go check it out on Instagram at Thor Golfs. Yeah, a week down. I'm much better. I'm not perfect. But yeah, I'm starting to notice some tendencies and things that like cues for my handstands. So yeah, I'm gonna do some handstands, and then jump rope for like 10 minutes and call it a day. I think that'll be a good, yeah, that'll be a good pivot. So, yeah, I'm just going to go into a straight handstand. Let's just see what we can get. No warm up or anything. Yeah, let's put it right over here. And in the middle of the camera. Wide hands, shoulder width apart. And then focusing on getting my hips over my shoulders. Already so much better. Like, holy crap. Like night and day difference. Like I can just go right into that. Oh, see how you can change your mood by just pivoting? Like, I could have just gotten hung up on that, tried to power through a workout and just kept getting frustrated in my leg and just felt like I wasn't getting the most out of the day, or hurt myself by pushing too hard when your body's not ready for it, or the worst, I could have just gone home and sulked and watched a movie and vegged out on unhealthy food or drank some beer. But instead, I pivot and I'm like, okay, what can I do to make it a productive day at the gym? Let's work on the handstands, do some jump rope, because I haven't jump roped in about a little less than a week. So how about that for a handstand? That was awesome. So yeah, let's do a few more. For those of you wondering, a big thing that helped me is like the keeping straight up and down. I thought was engaging the core, but every time I did that, I'd fall over. It's actually misleading. It's your arms mobility at a straight arm mobility. So what I mean is like your palm, straight arm, and without bending your chest, see how far you can raise your arm. Notice how my hand's right over my head, like without lifting my chest up. So my chest is straight ahead and my arm's overhead. Some of you might be here. So a good way to like, I don't know, get that stretch is working on, like I do down dog all the time for my pre-warm up. That's a good stretch. Or going up against the wall and forcing your body into that position. Yeah, so how you do that is like literally get as close to the wall as you can. Like I get like 3 inches away from my head and then get up into the handstand. So that way I just kind of got my body used to having my arm that high over my head. And that helps the balancing so much. Because then you can stack everything. When you're not like arched, when you're arched, it feels like you're trying to fight and balance the whole time. But if you get your hips over your shoulders and hands, then you can just feel it with your fingers and it's golden. Like I said, I'm not perfect, but much improved. So, let's go again and see how long we can go. See, that was one where I stopped I kind of stopped like here. I need to let myself get here. Let's see. Oh, damn it. See? No, perfect. I don't know if that's like a common thing, but as I'm like fighting, I don't know. I think I would need to work on locking out my arm. but I feel like I'm better at balancing when my arm's not locked out, but I definitely could hold longer if my arm was locked out. So yeah, maybe that's the next step. But hey, much improved. All right, let's yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and jump rope, and I'll come back when I'm done jumping. So those handstands have gotten so much better. The jump roping is as easy as it's ever been and fun. Wow. So that's how you change your mood. Doesn't take away from the fact that I failed miserably, but at least I can leave the gym and day knowing it was a success. I learned a lot and was able to make progress in other areas I wasn't initially intending to today. So, and also made a couple of friends. So, all in all, solid day. Yeah, that's a perfect example of sometimes things don't go to plan and your body just doesn't perform. Yeah, so I'm gonna assess this. My hip is driving me a little crazy. Although it does still function. The guys that I met, we were just talking and told them about the backflip, and they asked, and yeah, if you ask me to backflip, I'm probably gonna send a backflip for you. So yeah, did a couple backflips, still got it, and yeah. So a failure video wasn't in the cards today, but or wasn't what I thought was in the cards today, but here we are. Yeah, so how you deal with it is how it'll define you. You can either let it consume you and ruin your day, your week, your month, whatever, or you can pivot, find something else, and clear your mind. Know that it's not the end of the world as much as it frustrates you. And then once you have a clear mind, then assess why you failed. What went wrong? And if you actually did fail, or you're just a happen of circumstances, which that later thing is more, I think gets abused too much. People make excuses. There are bad bounces in life. Yeah, things that you don't expect. Car accidents, bad bounces on the golf course. Yeah, something happening on the football field that you can't expect. Maybe a beer can is thrown from the stands and it affects something. You never know. But a lot of times you can assess the failure and it is on you, but the best part about that is it's something you can work on. So in this circumstance, in this instance, I think it's my diet. Also my the timing. I should probably leave deadlift for days that I'm well rested. So I think I'm going to switch it to my day off. Rather than my half day, we're going to put it on a day off. So as in tomorrow, like a Wednesday. Yeah, we're going to do that. And then I'm going to up my calorie intake, which, yeah, I don't count calories. Never have. For me, it's just as simple as just eat more. Add a meal or add servings. So I actually have rice waiting at home. So yeah, I'm gonna bump up the caloric intake and see how that affects me. I think that'll just give me a better base and building block for my body to build upon. Because I know I can. I know I could do that 455 for 8. Yeah. I've done more than that with a trap bar. So I don't see why I can't get 8 with a traditional deadlift. My body's just got to get used to it again. So, yeah, that's where you learn, you grow. Yeah, there's the first setback in the weightlifting, the program towards 725. But like I said, 725 might take a long time, or maybe it'll click here soon. But yeah, several months out still. So yeah, thanks you guys. I really appreciate all the support. And like always, this is dedicated to my little brothers. I hope that I'm setting a good example for you guys, and hopefully you can learn from my mistakes, also the things that I've succeeded at, so that you can build upon them and be the best versions of you. Beyond proud of each one of you guys, so keep it up. Love you guys. And then all of you following along, I hope you all be the best versions of yourself, and when failures happen, instead of taking it so personally, try to pivot into something else, get your mind off of it, and then assess it. Your failures don't define you unless you let them. So yeah, with that, I'll see you guys next week, and stay consistent.